I think a lot of people look at me and they're like, Chris, why are you speaking up so much about racial inequality and why are you talking about Black Lives Matter and we've heard you talk like this and people have, said that I speak like a sassy black woman and they say this and that. And, I've done different characters, but here's let me walk you down memory road for a little bit. Yes, I do comedy, yes, I do acting, but honey, when I get like this, it's a real part of me and this is why. When I was suicidal, when I was 15, 16, 17, and I was growing up here in Tennessee, the only people that I had to look to that gave me strength just so happened to be black transgender women and women of color and the black people in the gay community. And they were the people that made me feel strong. And I was like, wow, like they uplifted me and made me feel strong and like I would get through everything, and they mentored me. And if anything, they probably made me feel a little too comfortable, because when you're like a teenager, you're ignorant, and I would say certain things that should not have come out of my mouth because I thought I was, right a part of the people, because they just made me feel so like them. And what I had to realize as I got older was, yeah, when I was a teenager and I felt weak and vulnerable, it made me feel strong to imitate the people that I looked up to. And honey, let me tell you something. Because that wasn't in a mocking way. Those were the people that made me feel strong. Those were my inspirations. Those were people that literally got me through some of the most suicidal times in my life as a teenager, being bullied and chased through the malls by white men. My biggest oppressors as a gay person were white straight men. And so we had something in common. And so it wasn't that I disowned being white, but it was that the people who oppressed me and made me feel like I was nothing were the same people who would make them feel this way. And so as I got older, and I didn't really even realize, to be totally honest with you, that some of my mannerisms when I would talk like this and da-da-da-da, I didn't even realize that was considered an imitation until I got older and I started hearing a lot about how it's not just about appreciating the culture and the inspiration they provided me and stuff. It's about valuing their lives. When I heard that quote about, if only people loved black people as much as they love black culture, it made me stop to think, like, am I even doing enough for the people that inspire me? And for the times they got me through in my life, that's an invaluable amount of strength that they gave me through years where I didn't know if I would make it. And I just want to know that I'm repaying that and letting them know that they matter as much as they made me know that I mattered. And that's why it matters to me so much, because I know what it feels like to feel like a second-class citizen, regardless of my skin. I know what it feels like to feel like a second-class citizen even within my family at times. And the people that took me in and made me feel the most loved and just surrounded me with love were people of color and people that struggled for being just who they were. And I want to leave this world knowing that I repaid that, because those people got me through the hardest times in my life. And I think as white people, some of us do start out ignorant as to race. Like, even if we say we love everyone the same, and even if we do, we have to remember that our journey is not their journey. Like, even if we're friends with these people, that's not enough. Like, we have to speak up and stand with these people. I hope that made sense. This is just kind of my journey as a person growing up, that my biggest inspirations were black, but that's not enough to be inspired. It's about giving back to your inspirations, not just taking from their culture. So not only does the amazing, wonderful art and music and creations of black people matter, but their lives do. Their lives do. Not just their culture. That's really what I wanted to say.